Hey, this is Joe Hyde with San Angelo Live, and right here is Josh Ward from Montgomery County. Was it Montgomery, Texas, or Montgomery?
Montgomery, Texas, but it is Montgomery County.
But
also.
but that's Houston, right?
Well, we're a little north of Houston, so.
Anyway, Josh is coming off some a really good year. I mean, you started off really well with your hit song "You Don't Have to Be Lonely."
Yep.
And just to let y'all know, it just dropped off a #1 just this week, right?
Just this last week it dropped off a #1 off the CDX charts. I think Kyle Park rose up there and took our spot, but hey, man, Kyle's all right. We've been fortunate to have 9 consecutive #1s off of this record, and it's been a fun ride.
You know, when they talk about your style of music, all these big city slickers, they always talk about it's traditional country, or whatever. But it's more than that, isn't it? I mean, it's more of like a working man's kind of deal.
It is. I mean, I do cater to the blue collar guys, and talk about real life, everyday stuff. As far as my music, a lot of people say, oh, well, you're traditional. Yeah, because we might play a Merle Haggard song, or we might play a Jones, or a Keith Whitley, or a Daryl Singletary, or something like that. Music that I was raised on, that I still think is the best country music around. Keeping that alive, the country music. But whenever they talk about, well, what kind of music are you? Are you Red Dirt? Are you Texas? Are you this? Are you that? I mean, obviously my home will always be Texas, but I am country. So I open my mouth. I'm
You're in East Texas country.
East Texas. I'm an old East Texas boy.
And there's a lot of talent rising out of East Texas right now. I mean, think about like a couple weeks ago we had Co Wetzel here.
Oh yeah.
And he just packed it. He's an East Texas boy.
Mm-hmm.
But you're closer to home. I'm a Katy kind of guy. So the Houston Roughneck kind of Houston Oiler old kind of thing. That really has old school stuff, huh?
Yeah.
That has a lot of. It still grabs a lot of people down there.
Oh yeah. Yeah. If you can find any kind of Houston Oiler memorabilia, you better get it up. So.
All right. So here's the thing I got to ask you. Someone told me that you used to be a bareback bronc rider.
Yeah, I rode some bucking horses in high school and a little bit out, and figured I can play guitar and sing a song better than I could ride a bucking horse. So, I had a lot of fun doing it. Traveled with some great friends of mine. The rodeo trail's always kind of been a part of my life, some way, shape, or form. And my kids rodeo now, we get to play at the fairs and the rodeos, so kind of my way of giving back to the sport. And
so when there's a lot of people who are very famous in the rodeo world who do the ancillary things, like tonight's announcer boy, Paul Hamas, he started out in Uvalde Junior College.
Right.
I think it's now Southwest Texas Junior College on a rodeo scholarship. And he decided, hey, I can talk about it better than I can do it.
Right.
So what was the moment that turned you from a bareback rider into a singer?
Oh shoot, man! And I was always around music as a young kid. I mean, it was always around. My first audience was my hauling partners, my buddies, and they kept telling me, "Hey, man, you're doing all right. You might need to kind of get on this thing a little bit." And it was early 2000s that we kind of made that jump of, all right, this is what we're going to do for real now. Put out a little record and, running up and down the roads just like we always had been doing, grinding it out and playing it for anybody that even look at us. And 15 years later, almost 15 years, here we are.
Yeah.
With 9 consecutive #1s and rolling with a hot band and, touring around the country.
Tonight, you're playing at Midnight Rodeo in San Angelo, Texas. It's out here on Southwest. After rodeo party, are you going to wait around until the rodeo's over? Or
we're gonna try to. I mean, I would say they'll probably push it to where the rodeo ends and we kick off over here. So get over here early if you can. I think the show starts sometime around 10:30. Bring your buddies. Tell your mom and them too.
Bring mom and pop too, huh?
Tell your mom and them.
And look at this dance floor. Zoe, show them the dance floor. Now you can come out here and you can dance to some real music out here.
Real country music.
Real country music with Josh Ward. Josh, I really appreciate your time.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate y'all coming out.
We'll see you tonight. You can dance to some real music.